Namaste viewers, welcome to Gnanadegula channel. Today we will try to understand, there was a question and what gender is Atman? So does Atman have any gender? Let us try to understand it from Vedas, Purāṇas. What does all those scriptures say about it? But before we go to the details, I request you to please like, share and then subscribe to my channel. Please go through the video completely and then post your comments. So now, the question of gender, male, female or otherwise, has put a lot of spiritual thinkers, a lot of thought for thousands of years. In the Sanātana Dharma, the soul or this ātmā, which is called as soul, which is loosely called as soul, is seen as eternal, beyond all worldly attributes. Yet in every birth, any being which takes birth appears with a specific gender. So how is gender determined in the cycle of birth and rebirth? Is Atman inherently a male, inherently a female, inherently like any other thing, neutral, or what it is? Let us try to explore how Vedas, Purāṇas and Vedāntic scriptures explain gender, its purpose and its deeper metaphysical meanings. Let us try to understand. So now, initially, the nature of Atman is beyond gender. The Upanishads unanimously declare Nāyam ātmā, strī na pumān, na chaivāyam, na napuṃsakaḥ. That means in the Brihadāranyaka Upanishad it says the self is neither female, nor male, nor neutral gender. It has no gender at all. The true self is nirguna, attributeless. Say these female, male and other things, they are attributes. So this ātmā is attributeless. That means this it is neither female, it doesn't, the gender doesn't apply to that. It is nirvikara, it is changeless and it is beyond gender. Then a question arises as, why are we born with gender? According to Vedic and Puranic teachings, gender is not a property of that self, that self, that ātmā. It is not that, but of the body-mind complex. The gender is, it belongs to this body, it belongs to this mind, this complex, whatever, body, mind and then interconnected together, it belongs to that. That is upadhis. This is chosen as a result of karma. This is what the scriptures say. Past actions decide the next body form. It is karma. It is vasanas, impressions. Vasanas means impressions, deep-rooted tendencies and desires from previous lives. This is vasanas. Then the ichha shakti, will of a jiva. Sometimes there is a subtle desire to experience life, to experience this life as a male or as a female. So that leads to that birth. Ichha shakti, will of the jiva. Then even Ishvara Sankalpa is also there, divine will. In rare cases, for cosmic reasons, for a larger necessity of this world, for dharmic reasons, it is decided by the Ishvara's Sankalpa. So, whatever thought one has at the time of death, Bhagavad Gita says, that alone one becomes in the next birth. See, at the end, if you, whatever it is there in the mind, that form or that life or that kind of a this thing, it takes form. This implies gender may be linked to mental impressions at the time of death and birth also, according to Bhagavad Gita. Then the insights from scriptures, if we on gender selection, no? This Upanishad, there is an Upanishad on the embryo. If the karma is such, the jiva enters the womb through the father's seed, and the gender is decided by karmic forces. This is how the Upanishad describes how the gender is formed. So it outlines how the union of the Shukra, that is seed, and ovum sonita, influenced by karma, creates the bodily form. Masculine or feminine birth is based on subtle energies at conception and past life impressions. In fact, the Puranic view says that Padma Purana and Shiva Purana discuss beings reborn as women. Humans are some beings, some living beings reborn as women due to desires to enjoy womanhood in previous births. Some of the people, they want to enjoy this womanhood. So, because they are born as men, that lingers in their mind, and that lingers as an impression, and then in the next birth they take this womanhood. Male births given for achieving renunciation are based on dominant rajas tamas qualities also. This is what the Padma Purana says. So transgender or mixed gender births, when karmas are mixed. The karma is perhaps in the transgender, they want to become women, they want to enjoy this womanhood while they are still in, when they are born as men, and they undergo a lot of changes, and then they have this mixed gender births. So here, transgender or mixed gender births, when karmas are mixed, or when the jiva has lived both roles in the past lives, both female, male, roles, something like that. In the Shiva Purana, the divine beings born as Ardhanarishwara is both male and female to show equilibrium of creation. So there's nothing like, one is they both are equal, male, female, or any other gender. All genders are equal only. Does conscious ever become gendered? Vedānta says no. Atman is always consciousness, that ātmā. It has no gender because there's no body to that. Asharira. This Atman is asharira, bodiless. The Atman is ajata. It is not born at all. If it is born, then only it has to take some kind of a gender. It is not born, ajata. Avikruta. Vikruta is changing. It keeps changing. Avikruta means when you add this prefix a, it doesn't change, unchanging. But it appears as gendered through adhyasa, when superimposition is done on that. Like, the sky is colorless, but when seen through colored glass, it appears red or blue. So is the case with Atman through gendered bodies. The Ātmā is there. Because you are seeing through this body, you say that it is a strī ātmā or purushatma or something like that. Actually, you don't call it a strī ātmā or purushatma. Ātmā is pure Ātmā only. Now, how it is dealt in ancient texts, this non-binary and transgender in the scriptures. This ancient scriptures, they never limit reality to male or females only. Both they can transcend. Mohini, see, Vishnu's female form shows gender fluidity even in the divine. Shikhandi in Mahabharata, born female, becomes male through divine grace. Arjuna as Brihadāranyaka shows temporary gender formation. Ardhanarishwara, half Shiva, half Parvati, reveals the one as both. These are not exceptions but metaphysical symbols of the non-binary nature of the consciousness. Now, see, gender, if you look at this gender as an instrument of experience, it's not a definition of self, but it is a temporary role. Each birth gives us a new body, a new vehicle. Some specific instruments like mind, intellect, manas, buddhi, chitta, ahankara, all those things are there. These are all shaped by past desires, these vasanas. The jiva here, the individual self, plays roles. Male role, female role, mixed role, just like an actor in different plays. But the Atman remains untouched, like the unchanging light on the cinema screen. So there are some implications from the spiritual angle. True freedom, recognizing I am not the body, not the gender, I am the witness. So there is no gender, this thing here. Gender is sacred but not final. It is honored but not clung to it. Surrendering egoic identification with gender leads to liberation. So meditate not on am I a male or female. So meditation, I am a male, therefore I am meditating. I am a female, therefore I have to meditate this way, that way. Nothing like that. But on who is the one aware of gender. Now, essence summary is Atman has no gender, but appears gender through a play of karma and maya. Gender is karmically determined at birth as part of the jiva's journey. Hindu scriptures, embrace all gender expressions, and divinity itself manifests across the spectrum. Divinity is there in the male, divinity is there in the female, divinity is there in the neuter gender. Everywhere this divinity is there. This is how the Hindu scriptures see. Realizing the self as beyond gender is the step towards self-realization and inner freedom. So, this is what it is about gender. Viewers, with this we conclude our episode. Please like, share and then subscribe to our channel. Thank you for your valuable time in listening to this. Please like, share, subscribe. Thank you.